10 Contemporary Dharma Warriors. 10. Dr. Anand Ranganathan. Written by A. R. Sharma. Dr. Anand Ranganathan is known for his level-headed, scientific, and rational support of Sanatan Dharma across diverse platforms. Whether addressing individuals or institutions, Dr. Ranganathan's dedication to the truth is unapologetic and unwavering, unaffected by fear, favor, or reputation. Born on December 4, 1972, to scientist parents, Dr. Anand graduated from St. Stephen's College in 1992 with a BSc honors. His academic excellence qualified him for the Nehru Centenary Scholarship, enabling him to pursue studies at the University of Cambridge. There, he obtained his BA Tripos in Natural Sciences, followed by an MA and ultimately a PhD. In a departure from the trend where brilliant minds often choose to settle in Western countries after academic success, Dr. Anand returned to India to pursue his scientific career. He contributed significantly as a scientist at the International Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology in New Delhi, starting as a staff research scientist for almost 16 years. In 2015, he joined the Special Center for Molecular Medicine at Jawaharlal Nehru University, JNU, to focus on solutions for tuberculosis, TB, and malaria. In May 2022, a group of molecular biology researchers led by Dr. Ranganathan succeeded in a breakthrough treatment for dermal leishmaniasis and post-caloazar dermal leishmaniasis, PKDL. However, life took an interesting turn after he became a full professor at the JNU in 2019. In November, a group of JNU students prevented him from entering his lab, picking on a hike in their hostel fees from a ridiculously low amount of 10 rupees, approximate 12 cents, to 300 rupees, slightly under $4. Dr. Ranganathan slammed the students for their behavior while continuing to support their right to protest. Beyond his role as a scientist, Dr. Ranganathan is a fearless writer and speaker, known for expressing dissenting views that often stir discussions in political and social spheres. His extensive contributions include writings for DNA, News Laundry, First Post, and his role as a consulting editor at Swarajya. Dr. Anand Ranganathan initially started writing for News Laundry as an anti-establishment critic. However, despite his critical stance, he has consistently supported the establishment, particularly against instances of anarchy disguised as protests. Dr. Ranganathan has been vocal in criticizing the perceived dual standards of the courts, highlighting their quick interference in harmless Hindu religious traditions while seemingly remaining cautious in addressing potentially offensive traditions of other faiths. Dr. Anand Ranganathan has consistently spoken out against court interference in Hindu causes, notably expressing dissent on issues such as the Sabarimala controversy and the firecracker ban. In addition to his critique of the legal stance, he has been a staunch supporter of voices like Nupur Sharma, who faced violent threats from Islamists. Dr. Ranganathan not only extended his support to Nupur Sharma, but also mocked the hypocrisy of the Islamists who were plotting to persecute Nupur under the false pretext of blasphemy just because she quoted content from their own Islamic scriptures. He fearlessly critiqued the Muslim community, explicitly highlighting the radical behavior exhibited in Nupur's case, and openly criticized individuals like Taslim Remani for provoking reactions and contributing to an atmosphere of tension. Dr. Ranganathan has authored several books. His first book, The Land of the Wilted Rose in 2011, reimagined a fictional scenario of reverse colonialism of Europeans by an Indian Maharaja. His next two books, Rat Eater and For Love and Honor, are works of fiction. In his latest work, Hindus in a Hindu Rashtra, published in January 2023, Dr. Ranganathan takes on the prevalent myths surrounding a Hindu Rashtra, particularly in the face of ongoing atrocities against Hindus in the country. The book employs a satirical approach to the current state of affairs in India, shedding light on the apartheid faced by the Hindu community. It serves as a critique of the parliament, the constitution, the courts, and the education system, exposing the comprehensive persecution experienced by the Hindu community. Dr. Ranganathan exposes this through practices such as virtue signaling, name-calling, abuse, encroachment, interference, and the blockade of the Hindu community and cultural traditions at various points across personal and social spheres of life. Dr. Ranganathan is followed extensively on TV debates for his witty and sarcastic yet thought-provoking expressions of truth where he spares none. from dead legends like Gandhi to living radicals like Zakir Naik, have faced the sarcasm-heavy critique of Dr. Anand, which he presents with a cynical smile. A prominent feature of his critique is his enormous study and referencing of historical facts, like his breathless counter-criticism of post-independence governments on freedom of speech. See video below. Known for his commitment to free speech absolutism, Dr. Ranganathan faced legal consequences for contempt of court. The court initiated legal proceedings in October 2018 in response to certain social media posts targeting Justice S. Muralidhar, who was then serving as a judge on the Delhi High Court. These posts alleged a bias after a bench led by the judge had quashed the arrest and investigation of Maoist leaders following the violence in the Bhima Koregaon violence case in 2017. Dr. Ranganathan's legal representative emphasized his client's stance as a free speech absolutist, contending that the case against him amounted to a textbook case of contempt abuse, given that he had merely expressed his support via social media platform X for a citizen's right to make a comment. Despite being booked for contempt, Dr. Ranganathan remained steadfast in his refusal to apologize for his words. Ultimately, the contempt proceedings were quashed in 2022. Dr. Ranganathan has been a vocal proponent of education reforms and has made highly relevant observations about the education system being hyper-focused on how to teach while staying oblivious to what to teach. Dr. Ranganathan's striking quality is revealed in his perspective on his mission of voicing against injustice for Indians of past generations and his vision of hope for current and future generations. This emotion was expressed beautifully in a video he released after the Pran Pratishtha of Sri Ram at the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya on January 22, 2024. Despite being a proclaimed Darwinian atheist, Dr. Ranganathan is a powerful voice of truth that speaks up for Dharma. A voice worth supporting. He can be followed on his website and his social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, X.com, and YouTube.